Society pisses me off, ladies and gentlemen. Society pisses me off. Is it just me that has noticed that society rewards evil people? The same people that society tells us not to become get rewarded by society. Society tells us to follow the law, tells us to be kind to people, show empathy, be understanding, treat people well, be respectful. All these nice things that we were told by society from birth. Yet, time and time and time again, the people that we see when we look around us in politics, in business, in positions of power are usually the complete opposite of what society tells us not to become. As a matter of fact, society punishes you if you have empathy. Society will kill you if you have kindness within you. It is the most frustrating thing that I have noticed. I have to be very honest. I turned 30 some weeks back, and I cannot take it anymore. I have to be honest. I think at 30 I am old enough to know what I'm talking about because I've seen it. I consider myself a guy that has a healthy level of empathy. I am a kind person. But time and time and time and time and fucking time again, the asshole always wins. The cheater always wins. The manipulator always wins. And the evil woman always wins. Look around you. Look around you. Let's break it down, right? Let's start with dating. I am yet to see in my 30 years of living a degenerate guy who treats women like crap. Correction, not having women. I have seen it in high school. I have seen it in college. I have seen it in even in my grown adult life, in the workspace. And the thing is, these women also know that he's a piece of crap, and they fight over him. But guess what? The guy that is kind, the guy that is empathetic, the guy that is understanding, what happens to him? Usually, he either has to pick up the pieces of the asshole, or he doesn't even get a shot at all. Meanwhile, if you talk to women, they'll be like, I want a guy who's kind. I want a guy who's nice. I want a guy who's this. I want a guy who's that. She sees that same guy. She gets bored with him. Discards him. Case in point, I had an acquaintance last year, right? She was telling me about this guy that treats her like he's emotionally abusive, yada, yada, yada. You know the drill, right? How terrible this guy is. But guess what? She couldn't let this guy go. She would say, I'm leaving this guy. Next week, she's back with him. Next week, she's left the guy. 2 weeks back, she's back with him, talking about him all the time. She met a guy who she told me, oh, Kingsley, he's an amazing guy. He cares. She was the one telling me how nice of the guy this guy is, how lovely the guy is. Yet she didn't like him. She didn't want him. She treated that guy like shit. She treated the nice guy that she says is nice and kind and empathetic like ass. She dumped that guy. Until today, she's still focused on that dude that treats her like ass. And if you're a guy listening to this part of the video, I'm sure you can relate to what I'm talking about as well. Time and time and time and time again, the fucking asshole, the degenerate, the bad person that we were told to not be gets rewarded with sex, gets rewarded with women. And oftentimes, one thing I always challenge women whenever they say this is like, I say, oh no, we choose the bad boy first, and then we choose the kind guy second. I'm like, do you think that's a compliment? Do you think that is a compliment to guys? I really challenged, so I got angry actually. Because she thought she was saying something nice, and I was like, that is bullshit. Please don't ever say that to a guy. That is disrespectful. She is essentially telling us, oh no, yeah, I know. We choose the bad boys. We choose the guy that treats us like shit for fun. But it's only fun. But we choose the kind, empathetic guys after the bad. I'm like, oh, so when you had the chance to choose, you choose the guy that treats you like ass. And then when you're tired of him, you now remember. But she couldn't see why I saw that as an insult. That's just an example. Look at politics, man. Look at politics. The people that rise to the top of political power, that have influence over you, that have influence over me, they are not the nicest people. Most of them cheat, most of them scam, most of them manipulate, most of them lie, most of them treat people like ass, but yet they have political power over us. From Africa to Europe to the Americas to Asia to Latin America, it is usually the same thing. Why? Because society rewards evil. And I hope I'm not sounding like a black pillar, because I'm not a black pillar. I'm just a realist. I'm speaking based on what I've noticed and I've seen around me, right? I'm speaking on things that I have seen. I'm 30 years old, guys. I've lived on this planet long enough to see what really gets rewarded. Like it's really, really frustrating. If you follow the law, if you follow the principles, you are most likely gonna get screwed. Isn't it the darnest thing? It's the darnest thing. It's the darnest thing in my opinion. It's the darnest thing in my opinion. Right? I don't get it. Look at the politicians. Look at the business people. Take. They take money from poor people. They take resources. They don't care about the common man. They don't care about the man and the woman on the street. They don't give a damn. Yet nothing happens to them. Like, what the hell, man? You already have billions of dollars in the bank. What more do you want? Oh, you want more billions? So what? I'm going to blow up people's houses. So what? I'm going to contaminate the water that the average man or woman has to drink. Who cares? They do this, and society turns a blind eye. But let the common man do something bad. Guess what? Oh, you're going to jail for the rest of your life, huh? It's the dumbest thing. A powerful rich person can steal money, nobody does anything. A poor person steals food to feed their family, they go to jail for the rest of their life. Yet society is telling us, oh, do the right thing. Fuck off. Fuck off. Fuck off. It's the darnest thing that I've noticed. Society creates the same people it tells us not to become. I'm going to say it again. Society creates the same people that it tells us not to become. It rewards them. I had a conversation like this to my friends. It was a unisex group, right? To the women. Why are men assholes? Why are certain guys assholes? Because you created them. I had a conversation with my female friend. Oh my God, this guy is so arrogant. This guy is so arrogant. This guy is so rude. This guy is so this. But you're still fucking him. Duh! Oh my God, he's so disrespectful. He's so this. Madam, you just finished giving him a blowjob. Of course, you've just rewarded him. What's the incentive to change? Or for a guy talking about how entitled a woman is, yet you are giving her every single thing she wants. Duh! I've said this to people all the time. Every audacity you see in people, it comes from somewhere. If you see a man being audacious and rude and overconfident and arrogant towards women, it's because usually enough women have validated him to encourage his behavior. It's as simple as that. And for the women, if you see a woman or a girl, whatever, acting like her fart doesn't stink, it's because enough people, men particularly, have validated her enough times for her to believe that her shit doesn't stink. It's not rocket science. Every entitled person has been given entitlements before. Every bad behaving person has been rewarded enough for them to believe it's okay. Because if everybody said that is bad behavior and you did not reward it, guess what? They would change. That is why I stopped I stopped giving advice on dating. I stopped. Because you know what you want. If somebody's treating you bad as a man, as a woman, and you keep staying there, of course they're going to keep treating you bad because you are validating them. It's not fucking rocket science. Same thing in politics. A lot of people complain about bad government, yet you keep voting for them. You vote them in. Duh. Okay, maybe you didn't vote them in. What are you doing as a people? Are you protesting? Are you trying to get them out of office? You don't do that. Of course they're going to stay in office. Of course they're going to keep going. What do you expect, man? Human beings, we look at what is rewarded. If I do something bad and you reward that bad behavior, heck, I'm going to keep doing it. Society rewards evil. Society rewards bad behavior. It's the darnest thing. And I think as a human being, particularly as a man, there comes a point as a man where you take away the rose-colored glasses and you see life for what it is. And then once you've taken away the rose-colored glasses, you're going to be in shock. Because a lot of the programming we received as human beings from an early age, especially as men, is that, if you do this, you're going to get this. If you treat people well, you're going to get this. And it's the fucking opposite, man. It's the damn opposite. Society rewards the manipulative. Society rewards evil. The guy who can unalive people and not feel anything. That's the people's society rewards. Who gets the promotion? It's not the guy that works hard. It's not. It's the guy that kisses enough ass, right? The people that get the promotion at the office is not usually the best qualified. No. It's who likes you more, period. And I'm seeing more and more people, men and women, coming to this realization that society is fucked, man. Society is messed up, man. It's messed up. And it's if you're feeling frustrated in this society, you are not alone. You are not alone. It's in fact, your behavior is totally natural. Because that's because you have empathy. That's because you have intelligence. That's because you have a soul. You're not a soulless human being just looking to cause chaos to people. You actually have a conscience. And I know it's hard in this society to have a conscience and be a happy human being, because you look around you and you see nothing but chaos. You see nothing but barbarity. You see nothing but stupidity being rewarded. Look on social media. Look at these quote unquote influencers. Like, what the hell, man? Who goes viral? What kind of influencer goes viral? It's always the influencer doing some stupid shit. Doing the most outlandish shit. These are the people getting money, getting virality. You don't see educational influencers going viral. When was the last time you saw an intelligent, well thought out, value adding influencer go viral? No. It's always the guy causing chaos to other people, the woman showing her ass out on the street. She's the one getting the millions of followers. She's the one getting the brand deals. If you are hardworking, you follow the rules, you are intelligent, you want peace, bro, you're getting nothing. You're gonna get overlooked. It is a bizarre world we are living in, and it's frustrating. It is incredibly frustrating. And as we get older, I think there comes a point where we start feeling sorry for the people, for the supervillains, quote unquote supervillains, that we were told were the bad guys. It's crazy, man. It's a crazy world we are living in, where stupidity is rewarded and intelligence and morals are punished. I saw there was a trending video last year of this girl. She's an OnlyFans model. She made $45 million in 1 year. I mean, I saw that video and I didn't know what to say. That's a reflection of the kind of society we live in, right? Truly pathetic, man. Truly pathetic. Can't lie. And look, I get it. If you are also in this realization right now, I don't know what to tell you, man. I'm also at this realization point. I don't know what to tell you. All I can say to you is just hang in there, right? You have to make your decision, right? You have to make your decision. Do you want to keep being the person that you are right now, with a conscience, with morals, with perspective, with soul? Or do you want to become the person that will be rewarded? Do you want to become obnoxious? Do you want to become mean, soulless, careless, vicious, scheming, scamming? That's a choice you have to make. That's a choice you got to make. Because I don't know what to tell. I mean, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say to people anymore. Like, I know some of my videos I've made in the past, I was preaching for you to be, upstanding and disciplined. I don't know, man. Because if I'm telling a younger guy, yeah, bro, have morals, be disciplined, all this good stuff, and then that guy goes out into the real world and sees that the guy that is scheming, scamming, mean is getting all the rewards. I mean, I look like a fool. Now, for me, I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do, right? I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do as Kingsley. For me, I'm going to keep being me. You get me? I am empathetic. I'm just going to make sure my empathy is practical. I am going to keep having my morals, my values. I'm going to protect them, and I'm going to use my morals, I'm going to use my values as my own guiding light. I refuse to become soulless. I refuse to become unempathetic. I refuse to become that kind of person that has no soul. Because at the end of the day, what makes me a human being is my soul, it's my conscience, and I love it. If that makes any sense, man.